G'day guys, it's Saturday here in Melbourne. Hope you're doing well. Just kicking back with a little beer, watching the cricket. So if I get distracted, please forgive me. But I got a comment come through on one of my videos that said the best way to treat sleep apnea is just to lose weight. Sounds really simple, doesn't it? And I just thought I'd do a quick little video just on sleep apnea and weight gain, because it's one of those things where you really need to understand how sleep apnea does influence weight gain, because you might be someone who's really trying to lose weight and it's just not coming off, and you might be thinking why, and this could be the reason why. So there's no doubt that there's a huge correlation between being overweight and having sleep apnea. And if you really think about it, it makes sense. The more weight we have in our neck, the more pressure it's going to put on our upper airway when we're lying there overnight time, especially when our muscles relax in those deep stages of sleep, and when we go into REM sleep where we lose a lot of that muscle tone. That extra weight can really have an impact and really put a lot of pressure on our upper airway and our breathing. So why don't we just lose some weight then, hey? And then that'll all be fixed. Well, it's really challenging if you do suffer from sleep apnea, and it's for two reasons. So number one is that when we have sleep apnea, our body is in quite a stressed state. We're not sleeping well, our heart rate's up, our blood pressure's up, and because of this, our body releases this stress hormone, which is called cortisol. And what cortisol does is it tells our body to hold on to our energy reserves, our fat, basically. And so it's very hard to lose that fat because this hormone is telling your body, no, you're stressed, you need to hold on to that, okay? The next one is, and it's quite obvious, that if you're not sleeping well, you're tired. And if you're tired, you kind of want to kick back on the couch, don't you? You don't really feel like going for a walk or a run. That's the last thing on your mind. So we have this like positive feedback cycle where, we're putting on weight, and then because of that, we're not sleeping well. And then because we're not sleeping well and we're having sleep apnea, our cortisol levels are going up, we're tired, we put more weight on. The more weight we put on, the worse we sleep. The worse we sleep, the more weight we put on. And there's just this cycle that goes round and round and round. So it's very easy to sort of say, oh, you just, go and lose some weight and you'll be okay. But there's some factors there that are going to make it really, really challenging for you to lose weight when you are suffering from sleep apnea. So the best advice I can give you is to first treat your sleep apnea and get your sleep apnea under control, and that way you can really tackle that weight loss head on and give it your all. And then you'll find that positive feedback loop that's going like this will start to shift in the opposite direction. So you start to sleep better because your sleep apnea is being treated. Because of that, you're feeling better during the day. You can start to exercise a bit more, maybe watch what you're drinking, watch what you're eating. You lose a bit weight, your sleep gets better, and you start turning that, that feedback cycle in the opposite direction, which is what you want to do. Now, it might not mean that you don't need a CPAP machine in the future, but it might. Or it might mean that you can go to some other forms of therapy, maybe positional therapy where you just need to stay off your back, or get a wedge pillow and sort of sleep on a bit more of an angle. Or it might mean you can get away with a mandibular advancement splint, which is a little mouth guard that goes in your mouth that sort of pushes your bottom jaw forward. Or it might just mean that your CPAP therapy levels are a lot lower, which makes the therapy a lot more enjoyable. There's less noise, you don't have to wear your mask as tight, and all that sort of stuff. So that's just a little advice from me to you today. Like I said, it's not a long video, very casual one. But if you are someone who's really struggling to lose weight and you are a bit overweight and you've never had a look at your sleep before, maybe think about getting your sleep checked out, because you might have an underlying sleeping condition which is going to prevent you from really succeeding in your weight loss. All right, guys, look, I'll let you get back to your Saturday. I hope you're having fun with your friends and family wherever you are in the world. If you enjoy the video, I'd love the thumbs up to show your support, and also please consider subscribing to the channel and joining our little community. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, and look after one another. All right, see you later, bye.